Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today is October 28th, 2015. The United States House of Representatives is supposed to vote on Paul Ryan today to become Speaker of House, replacing John Boehner, who announced he was resigning September 25th. I have a video on Boehner's resignation it's worth checking out. I'll review some of those points in this video. But what I want to show you about Paul Ryan is why he is where he is. This is a satanic, sick, disgusting man who likely had his father murdered for his future success, just as many other politicians have. If you're new to my work, I show how many people in high places make ritual sacrifices of their family members. This is done by the Zionists, by the Masons, to prove loyalty. Think about how loyal a person is to a cause if they're willing to have their father killed, as Paul Ryan did when he was much younger. Let's get into it, Truth Seeker. For any of you who are a skeptic, you will not be a skeptic by the time I'm done. I talk about gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. If you're new here, this is a very real practice. The English language is based in gematria. This knowledge is hidden from us because we live in a world ruled by Freemasons, Zionists, who run on secrets and by hiding knowledge from we the people. Anyhow, the name Paul Davis Ryan is very interesting in gematria. Paul Ryan alone, by what he goes by, sums to 36, and when you sum 1 through 36, it totals 666. The name Paul Davis Ryan has gematria of 55 and 64, both very interesting numbers, especially 55 as it's connected to Satan. Look at this story from Paul Ryan's life. Ryan attended St. Mary's Catholic School in Janesville, Wisconsin, where he played on the 7th grade basketball team. He attended Joseph A. Craig High School in Janesville, where he was elected president of his junior class, and thus became prom king. As class president, Ryan was a representative of the student body on the school board. Following his second year, Ryan took a job working the grill at McDonald's. So many politicians have this story that they grew up working at McDonald's. This is a lie, part of their false backgrounds and advertising for one of the most evil companies in the nation. He was on his high school ski, track, and varsity soccer teams and played basketball in a Catholic recreational league. Remember, John Boehner, who he's replacing, was Catholic too. And John Boehner resigned after talking to the Catholic Pope. Ryan also participated in several academic and social clubs, including the Model United Nations. Ryan and his family often went on hiking and skiing trips to the Colorado Rocky Mountains. Can you tell he was a rich kid, Truth Seeker? When he was 16, Ryan found his 55-year-old father lying dead in bed of a heart attack. Truth Seeker, this is no coincidence. Ryan probably poisoned his father himself, agreed to it. This is how a lot of people in high places, from politicians to professional athletes, gain their fame, willing to have their fathers killed. Last night in the World Series, the starting pitcher had his father die just moments before the game began. And the pitcher who closed out the game for the Royals had his father die a month earlier. Both of their fathers died from heart attack. Following the death of his father, Ryan's grandmother moved in with his family, and because she had Alzheimer's, Ryan helped care for her while his mother commuted in college in Madison, Wisconsin. After his father's death, Ryan received Social Security survivor benefits until his 18th birthday, which were saved for his college education. Oh, what a story. Remember, the name Paul Davis Ryan, his full name, has gematria of 55. This number is connected to Satan. The people who run this world are known as the Synagogue of Satan and code these numbers on all their doings. It's no coincidence that his father died at 55 and now he is the man we know him as, a politician in a high place about to become Speaker of House. With regards to that happening at age 16, that's a special number to the Masons. 16 and 90 are the only numbers that have gematria of 33. 16 with the S exception sums to 42 like Freemason the small way. 16 the big way sums to 96 like Freemason the big way, also like Satanism, also like knowledge. Freemasons pride themselves on being the keepers of knowledge. Freemasons are Satanists in disguise. The name Paul Davis Ryan, Davis, that middle name, also has the gematria of 55. He's born January 29th, 1970, a date with 119 numerology. Remember Star of David, the Zionist state, the synagogue of Satan state? Their symbol is Star of David, which has gematria of 119. So does the symbol All-Seeing Eye. Recently I did a video on how CBS was keeping a counter of 119 days till the Super Bowl, when they never do that for any other number. This is a very special number. It reminds many people of September 11th, also an event carried out by the synagogue of Satan, the false Jews, the Zionists. The date he's born on has a life lesson number of 47, arguably the most important number to the Zionists, a very important number. On September 11th, Building 7, the third building to fall, was 47 floors tall, each floor 47,000 square feet, named after Haim Solomon, who was born 4/7, April 7th. The word mafia in Jewish gematria equals 47. It should be noted that the word Republican also equals 47, as does Whig, and the Republicans came out of the Whig Party. The word president also has gematria of 47. The majority of presidents have been Republican and Whig in the history of the nation. Paul Ryan's Catholic. Catholic has gematria of 35. So does his wife, Jana Ryan. And so often these Masonic men have wives with coded names. Covered this many times. He grew up in this town called Janesville, Wisconsin. Some interesting gematria here. Janesville, Wisconsin equals 71 with Pythagorean gematria. When you write out 71, it sums to 144. Very special number. When you write out 44, it also sums to 144. Notice that Wisconsin can also have this gematria of 53. Today has a numerology of 53. It's the most important number to John Boehner, who Paul Ryan will be replacing. Please see my prior videos on John Boehner. I've talked a lot about 53 in his career. Anyhow, this connection to 144 is interesting because when you write out Mark of the Beast, it also sums to 144. And when you sum the first 144 decimal points of pi, it totals 666, the number of the beast, a number associated with man. Further, this town, Janesville, Wisconsin, in simple English gematria sums to 234. This is another number connected to 666. When you add its reflection, 432, it totals 666. These are all different ways of coding the number 666, and we find them all here in Paul Ryan's upbringing, his biography. The high school he attended, Joseph A. Craig High School, has a gematria of 216. When you multiply 6 times 6 times 6, it equals 216. 6 times 6 equals 36. When you sum 1 through 36, it totals 666. Remember, Paul Ryan equals 36. Janesville, Wisconsin's on the 42nd parallel, the 89th meridian. Remember, Freemason equals 42. Royal Arch Freemasonry equals 89, like Janesville, Wisconsin. The date he took office had a numerology of 122. He ran for speaker on October 22nd. Remember, in numerology, 0 doesn't count. Could be a coincidence or possibly more operation by the numbers. He replaced Mark Newman in office. Look at Mark Newman's name compared to Wisconsin. An identical match. Only the states Wisconsin and Georgia have gematria of 44. He grew up Roman Catholic. Roman Catholicism has gematria of 74, like Masonic, like Jewish. From my research, the Catholic Church seems to be a Zionist creation in history for the purpose of division and confusion, as it has done to much of the world. Again, Paul Ryan is being voted in today, a date with 53 numerology. The word religion has gematria of 53. The word Catholic has gematria of 35. The reflection. What's going on in this nation is very much about religion, about occult practices. The Republican Party uses pentagrams for their symbol. This year they had their opening debate in Cleveland, which has area code 216. Again, 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. The Republican Party is very much a satanic party. Satanism is about self-worship and greed. The Republican Party absolutely embodies those values. The date Boehner was resigning, the question was, why now? That title has a headline gematria of 36. Again, Paul Ryan equals 36. Paul Ryan had this name gematria of 108 as well. Interesting how this headline codes out to exactly what Paul Ryan's name codes out to, you know? Paul Ryan, 108 and 36 the small way. Just like the headline from the day Boehner was resigning. It was probably all planned all along, Truth Seeker. It's Paul Ryan's time. All throughout John Boehner's career, his numbers were 35 and 53. He made his resignation 35 days before October 30th, his final day. He made it 53 days before his November 17th birthday. It should be noted that November 17th is the day that leaves 44 days left in the year, the kill number and the time of the 44th president. Boehner said that he was originally going to resign on his birthday, so he made his resignation 53 days before his birthday instead. And this is the man who all throughout his career was coding the number 53. Here he is tweeting just before the election on November 4th. Remember, John Boehner equals 114. He made this tweet 33 days before November 4th, the day the 114th Congress was decided. John Boehner equals 114, 114th Congress. This is operating by the numbers, Truth Seeker. His Freedom Index score is 53%. When he visited Xavier last year, Georgetown was defeated 66 to 53 the day Boehner visited. What do you know? All by the numbers, Truth Seeker. And with regards to Paul Ryan, his idol is Ayn Rand, who promotes selfishness, greed, capitalism, all the things destroying the world today is what Paul Ryan's about, and so many other misled souls. The story of Ayn Rand is a story of 33. She's born on February 2nd, 1905. February 2nd is the 33rd day of the year. In 2005, Paul Ryan gave an hour-long speech in tribute to her, saying how Ayn Rand is his complete inspiration. The entire story of Ayn Rand is a story of 33. She's a member of the gang. She's a front for the Rothschild family, the wealthy banking family, and so are most people in high places. Fronts for the Rothschilds and other elite bankers. So don't be fooled by this Paul Ryan character. He might have a halfway decent smile, but he is a complete Satanist scum. Alright, until next time.